Hey, Venture family, it's Pastor Scott. Just want to drop in on you for a couple minutes. I guess the simplest thing I can say is I really miss you. I might see you occasionally. Maybe you see me on Sunday morning, but I'm like all of you. Like I've scaled back my interactions with people, especially in person, and it's kind of I wouldn't have thought this would have gone on for 8 months. I mean, I considered it. It's been a long time, and I feel like now we're in this season where people are just getting worn out and drained. And I think the COVID fatigue is real. I think we're just kind of like out of gas a bit. I mean, this week having to reevaluate, do we do Thanksgiving dinner in the way that we've envisioned? I mean, I'm sure these are conversations that you guys are having. Do we get together and pack out the Thanksgiving table like we've always done, or do we scale it back, and how do we proceed? These are all hard questions that we're facing, and I think I just wanted to take a minute because just as you're doing those things with your family, sometimes as a church family, we've had to kind of think about and adjust the way that we proceed in this pandemic as a church family, and some of the decisions that we've had to make are very, very hard. And I just want to remind you that I'm not perfect, and that I've probably not been a perfect leader through all of this, but I'm really proud of how our church has responded. As we made the decision to follow with the mask mandate, for example, there have been many in our church who don't like to wear masks. I mean, I don't know that anybody really loves to wear a mask, but there's been many that wouldn't wear that prefer not to. And I've really been proud of even those people, the way that they have responded and been willing to wear them even when it's uncomfortable. On the other side, I know that there are people that feel that even gathering together at all is unwise, and I'm really proud of those people for joining with us and being a part of our online experience as well. And so, it's been, a process of deciding what's best for the family. And we've prayed and done a lot of thinking, and we've decided again, even with like going into phase 2, as our governor announced this last Friday, that we're going to remain vigilant, and we're going to encourage our people to continue to come wearing masks and to be socially distant. Actually, it's going to be a little easier, believe it or not, to do this because with the students leaving for Thanksgiving break and then not returning till mid-January, we actually are going to even have less people at our physical services. And so that'll be, in fact, if you want to try, maybe second service is going to be your best option. If you really want a more spaced out environment, that's probably going to be a better option for you. And honestly, I just want to say this to those of you guys who have been coming to our church online. I am so proud of you guys. I want you to know that you're first class citizens at Venture Church. Your attendance, your participation is just as valuable as the people that are attending online, or I mean in person. And we want you to know that because I know that you can't see us and we can't see you, but I've been like crazy encouraged by all the response I'm getting to this Exodus series and other messages that I've done where, people are like, hey, I'm taking notes and really appreciated how God has spoken to me through these messages. And I'm like, hey, I haven't even seen you in person, but just knowing that you're out there is this huge encouragement to me. So church online, you are just so vital and so important. And I again, like to think about the fact that we're reaching people outside of our region and in other states and even in other countries is just an amazing thing that God has done. And so I'm really proud of what we've been able to do. And when COVID is over, we don't have to talk about it anymore. We're still going to do church online. I just want you to know that we love you guys. And we appreciate you. What I'm asking is that we would be willing to reach out and be a part of connecting with people, every single one of us. And that begins with you, that person that you're at home, you're struggling with your keeping your family together, keeping your job situation together. You've reached out maybe and asked for prayer, but you feel disconnected from the church family. And believe me, like this is what we're all feeling in these days. I want you to reach out and connect back with us. We've done a couple of different outreaches where we've called people in the church, and we might have missed something that you're walking through. You might have needed prayer, but didn't feel like you had somebody to pray with. And I want to encourage you to open up and share that with us. It might feel hard or uncomfortable, but take the extra effort because it's worth it to be in community. You see, the thing about community is it doesn't depend upon us being in the same room, right? We're serving the same God, and He is our bridegroom, and we're the bride. And that relationship, it's very much a vertical one between us and God, but it needs to be lived out in community. And community is something that we experience together. I mean, Venture Church, we're a family. And this is the kind of church that I would want to be a part of, even if I wasn't your pastor. I guarantee you that. This is an awesome family. I'm so proud of you guys. But you need to do the connecting. You need to reach out not only to us, but even take the risk of reaching out to somebody else that you haven't talked to in a while. So thank you for letting me be your pastor. I love you guys.